Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 as Real Madrid. So we're about to play Sevilla at home. We have beaten Sevilla every time we've faced them so far in this save. Barcelona, unfortunately, with a late 84th minute Riyad Mahrez goal, did win yesterday against Villarreal, so they continue their excellent form. We're going to have to clear the team selection here because we were rotated for our disappointing 3-1 cup defeat in the last episode. Keylor Navas is not ready to return because he has picked up an injury. Kiko Casilla will be the goalkeeper today. I'm gonna allow him to just be a standard goalkeeper because I think he's getting on a bit, 31 years of age. I'm gonna let him do what he's comfortable with because he's been a bit disappointing in some games he's played. Carvajal will be the right back. Varane and Ramos will return to being the centre-back pairing despite Ramos's lunging red card in the last game. Marcelo comes back in at left-back. Toni Kroos and Luka Modric will be the centre midfielders. On the right-hand side, Gareth Bale. In the middle, James Rodriguez. On the left, Cristiano Ronaldo. Fairly standard team selection. And Morata will get his place on the bench. So Marian Prince there and Ahmet Ishik has arrived from Turkey, so we're getting him tutored just now. He's very, very raw, but I think we can make him into something. So Marian Prince, as well as Danilo, Rugani and Vallejo on the bench. Francisco Javier Martinez has also arrived, and he looks considerably more raw than when we actually purchased him in the first place, but we're also getting him tutored, and we're going to, actually let's take a look just now at what we want to do with him. So he can be a centre-back, or he could be a right-back. Now, my problem with him being a centre-back is only 10 heading and only 6 jumping. Now, if he were to be a full-back, he has the aggression, he doesn't have the stamina, so we'd need to work on that. He does have 11 strength, which can be decent for aerial battles, especially when a lot of teams dump the ball long against us, so he could be an option there. He has 15 pace, 13 acceleration, 15 agility, so that is pretty damn good. Lacks technicals though. First touch 7, passing 8, technique 7, crossing only 7. So what I think we'll do, I think we'll try and make him into a right back. So we're going to have to try and make him into a full back and work on his stamina. So let's hope that can happen. I believe his tutor is a full back. Where is he? Learning from an experienced player. Well, he's learning from Varane, but Varane's a good technical player anyway. Dribbling, first touch, passing, all that kind of thing. So he'll learn some technical skills from Varane. Continuing with our bench, Isco, as well as Kovacic and Origi. No place, unfortunately, for Berardi on the bench for him. Who wants Diaz? They want him as a transfer. Alright, I don't think so somehow. I would certainly consider loaning him out to a team where he's going to get games, but obviously we're not going to be selling him. That would be silly. So they're playing Kalinic up top. We want to make sure... Where's opposition instructions? Actually, we don't really need to do anything about him. Sarabia we're going to close down, and Vitolo we're going to close down. Nobody needs tight marking, I don't think. They're playing pretty aggressive here with the wide men pushed that far forward. Hopefully we can take advantage of that. Barcelona have actually put them to the sword twice now in a relatively short space of time, so let's hope we can do the same. So Marcelo throws it to Modric. Toni Kroos picking it up, plays it to Bale. Possible ball into Morata. Morata, nice touch, nice shot, nice finish. Only 1 minute gone and we're 1-0 up. Morata with a good goal. Hopefully that's a sign. 2 goals in 2 games now that he is back to his best from last season. If we can get him playing like that, then we should be able to win the Champions League this year, I hope. The problem with that is possible complacency. And there's a crazy dog clawing at my door. Possible complacency creeping in because we're so far ahead. Morata driving at them all, loses it. Gareth Bale picks her up, should finish. Good save by the goalkeeper. So, Toni Kroos to whip the ball in here. Probably, yeah, cleared away as I expected. Morata picks it up. Cross blocked, and they will deal with that now. But a good start, good show of intent. Corner for Toni Kroos. Hopefully we can get a second one here and secure this result. Ronaldo heads it across. Ramos should head it in, but it's another good save actually by the goalkeeper. disappointed we haven't been able to press this advantage more. Toni Kroos whipping it in now. Dog yawning. Headed down. James Rodriguez. There we go. 2-0. That should hopefully be us. Home and hosed. Back to winning ways in the league after the poor cup performance. Good half. Marcelo in the book. He needs to stay. He needs to stay on the pitch. Hopefully we can bring him off at half time actually. Make sure we remain with the 11 on the field. If we were to go down to 10 men, lose another game that way, that would be really, really disappointing. So Tremolinas with the throw, Colo picking it up, boxed into a corner, plays it to Iborra. Good pressing from us here. He's forced to dump it long, but Dos Santos does pick it up. Plays it forward to Kalinic now as they try and get forward for the first time in the game. Sarabia picking the ball up. Back to Pareja. Forward to Dos Santos. Pareja. Oh, and Kroos cuts it out. Good play by Kroos. He goes wide to Gareth Bale now. Can he get into the heart of the defence? He can. He shoots, and it's just inches wide of the goal. If we could get a third now, that would make me a lot more comfortable. One goal out of nowhere, and they would be back into this one. So we have to be careful. And that's Ramos probably in the book now. Yep, that's 3 of the back 4 in the book, so that's disappointing for us. We need to be careful we don't go down to 10 men through another sloppy red card. Toni Kroos to James Rodriguez. Marcelo picking it up now. Can he drive it in? Good ball, Morata. Oof. And how has that one ended up over the bar? Really, really poor from Morata. Really, really, really poor. But we are 2-0 up. Morata does have a goal, so I can't be too disappointed with him. We need to do something with this back line though. We need to pick who we can trust and take the other 2 off. So I'm going to say we can trust Carvajal. I'm going to tell him to ease off his tackles. Danilo will come on for Marcelo. Carvajal will go to the left. And Ramos will come off for Vallejo. So we're taking 2 of the booked back 4 off, and we're leaving Carvajal, telling him to calm down. So, second half, going really, really well. Modric to Kroos, Kroos to Morata, on to James. Third goal would end this. Danilo fizzes it across, and somehow the defender gets there first. But Modric, oof! What a hit from Luka Modric. Insane technique, spectacular finish. 3-0, game absolutely over now. And we will move, I think, to 18-0-1. So we've lost 1 game all season, and we have won every single other game. Danilo into Bale, and it's a good block actually by Colo there. We've been irresistible in the league this season. My only issue is we've had a couple of games here and there where we've been off. You know, a couple of games in the cup where we've just been off. We didn't do particularly well. The 1 league game we lost away at Atletico Madrid, they probably were deserved winners. So we have to step those one-off games up if we're going to win the Champions League, which is the only thing missing. The Spanish Cup, okay, we didn't win last season. We lost the final after going down to 10 men, but it's not something I particularly care about all that much. It would be nice to win it, but I don't really consider it a missing piece as much as I do the Champions League. So Danilo's ball in, Ronaldo backstick, can't get there. Carvajal bringing it forward now. Will he play it through? He does. Morata with a hold up, out to Kroos. Kroos finds Danilo, good amount of space. Drills it low, and Gareth Bale tucks it into the corner. So we are at this point going to take off Cristiano Ronaldo, and we're going to bring on Divock Origi. Protects Ronaldo, and it gives Origi more game time because he is coming on to be a spectacular player now, young Origi. Headed on, Danilo gets it to Kroos, out wide to Gareth Bale. Bale to James Rodriguez. Good ball for Origi. Can I actually get a goal here? No, he takes it too wide there. He either has to shoot earlier or he has to go wide and cut it back. But a comfortable win for us again. Really, really pleased with how confidently we're actually playing in a lot of these games. Would you expect us to win at home to Sevilla? Of course. But the manner that we're going about our business is very impressive, and it's a penalty actually here. Axel Witsel bringing his man down. James Rodriguez will step up with Ronaldo being off the pitch. He has an excellent record actually, James Rodriguez, from the penalty spot. Steps up. And it's saved by the goalkeeper. A fantastic save onto the post. And then the goalkeeper gathers the rebound. Not that disappointed, although if we were at 1-0 or 1-1 or something like that, I'd be livid with a penalty miss, but not all too fussed about it, given it is 4-0. Vasquez plays it to Correa. Correa to Witsel. Witsel to Vasquez. Not much time left now. Ganso. Machin. Come on, referee, blow the whistle. Forced back, pinched by Carvajal, and there is the final whistle for another convincing victory by the champions and the champions-elect, quite frankly. I don't see anybody stopping us. Every week is just another bit of game time ticking away. We're going to play this second leg Champions League game, this second leg League Cup game, Spanish Cup game. Make sure we get the victory and end this episode on a high note, having just recovered from our poor defeat against Espanyol in the first place. Espanyol are apparently an affiliate of ours, which is kind of weird considering we're in the same league. It's a bit dodgy. So Zabarte is wanted on loan. How is he? He's a pretty good player. He's played some under-19 games. Sure, I'll let him go on loan as a key player. Why not? Some scouting reports and an Espanyol report. We have to train attacking movement against them, and I think the same starting 11 that just beat Sevilla are going to play there. So we'll scout Kondogbia, we'll scout Paslak, and we will tell Wim Jonk to scout the Eredivisie, which is absolutely fine. The Eredivisie should produce quite a few good youngsters, so hopefully he can unearth some gems for us there. Game's just going to save here. So I'll take this time to actually talk about the fact that we're going to try and recruit more youngsters. I don't think we actually need to recruit any first team players right now. Guys like Ronaldo have certainly more legs left in them. He can play for another 2-3 seasons at this level easily. So I'm going to try and look to the next generation of players to bring in. Of course, if a bargain were to pop up, we would take that. We'd be interested in that. But at the moment, we're just going to continue trying to look for youngsters. So Elche, who are in our division, actually want to loan Sergio Diaz, not Diaz, Diaz. But he looks like he's got potential to be a class act. He's doing well for the B team right now, so we will definitely agree to loan him to Elche and see how he gets on in the league, in La Liga. So Kondogbia could be a good option. Paslak we could pinch for compensation. For zero compensation. We can pinch Paslak for free. Yeah, that's a no-brainer for me. We'll send him on a language course. Absolutely we will. That is a hell of a deal, and I'm delighted actually that the scouts came up with that, because I wouldn't even have thought to check. It wouldn't even have thought to check for people going out of contract, which I'm now definitely going to go and have a look for. This little Ronaldo defender, he's probably like 6'7", but this Ronaldo defender, we're going to have a look at him. How big is he? Yeah, he's massive. Albacete making a bid for Jordan Gaspar. He's one of the star players actually for the B team, so I don't want to cripple the B team. I'm actually going to reject that and just keep him for the B team. So let's have a look if there is actually any other good players with their contracts expiring within that 6-month period. Scroll up to the top. So Jesse Lingard's is expiring, which isn't overly interesting. Where actually is Paslak though? I could have swore Paslak should have been here somewhere. Okay, let's actually look at 6 months. We'll take away the realistic. Oh, there we go. Apparently he's not a realistic transfer, which is a bit strange. Dogs and cats going after each other here. If you'll excuse that. So, there's a couple of decent players here, but I don't think anybody that we're gonna want to go after too aggressively. No, I think Paslak is the one if we can get him in. Apparently not realistic, but I think that's very strange. Let's have a little look. He wants to be a hot prospect. Absolutely, that's fine. We're giving him a 5-year deal. Minimum free release clause will pop it at 20 million. His current wage is 4.7, so we'll offer him a 20 grand starting wage, because I know he can become a sensational defender. So we'll see what we can do here. Let's just see what he wants. Alright, so he wants that. Minimum fee release 20, yearly wage rise 20%. Wage after reaching games 25. I don't have any problem with anything he's asked for. Let's give him that contract, we'll bring him in. On a free, that is a sensational deal. probably means that Fidalgo won't actually be staying in the long term, because Paslak definitely better, so the energy we would put into Fidalgo is going to have to go into Paslak. So Vallejo starting ahead of Rugani there, and we're going to just go with this. Well, do we put Martinez on the bench? We put Ishak on the bench? Now, do you know what? We can't actually afford this. We're going to put Berardi on the bench. We can't afford to put any prospects like that on the bench, so I'm just going to go with what we have just now. Start that match. And we will see if we can overturn this really poor result. Skip all of this business. Pick up where we left off. Attacking mentality. Up the tempo. Balanced so we can actually get a little bit wider, and we really have to go at them here and make sure we overturn this deficit. 3-1 is quite the deficit to overturn. I'm not actually sure what the situation is regarding away goals. I don't know if away goals are actually counted, so let's just come out of this. We'll go to the Spanish Cup, have a little look at the rules. Let's see. Away goals used if scores level after 90 minutes, so we actually need 3 goals here. 2-0 would put them through on away goals. So we have to be lucky actually as well. We have to be absolutely clinical, and we have to make sure we get the rub of the green. Sometimes easier said than done. So we're going to passionately tell them to push forward, because we really need to be aggressive right from the off. Modric, early cross into the box here. Chance at the back, stick. It's bouncing around. It is away though. David Lopez will pick the ball up. Scoops it long, and Batshuayi will pick this up, and they do have a bit of a chance here. The positive for us is if they score, then we still only need 3 goals. It doesn't really change the equation. Ronaldo down, penalty? Yes, given. After 5 minutes, Ronaldo with a chance to reduce the deficit from the spot. This would be a sensational start. I'd be pretty confident if we net this penalty that we're gonna overturn this. Take on some refreshments while we wait for the referee. Ronaldo tucks it away well. I actually thought the goalkeeper was going to get to it there, so I'm delighted to see it crash in for Ronaldo's 25th of the season. Another free kick. James Rodriguez pings one in. Goalkeeper goes again, doesn't get there. James from a tight angle hits the post. Can anybody poke it home? No, it's cleared. That's the kind of luck that Espanyol are going to need today, I think. We've started well, but they have actually tightened up a bit now. I think if it's still 1-0 half time, we may have to start the second half in overload right from the off. As I say, 1 goal from them doesn't change what we need. So forward it goes. Bale can't get there. Jordan brings it down. Machis will come forward with it. He plays it to Batshuayi, who's actually looking a player. Batshuayi driving at us here. Just hits a long dig and it's well wide of the post. But that's disappointing that they're actually getting that much space on the ball. We need to be more aggressive in closing them down. I think they'll probably instruct us to do that in the second half. My concern with doing that though was picking up a red card. So flicked on, away by Vallejo. Ronaldo should get there, he does. Modric now to Kroos, back to Vallejo. Vallejo with a nice flick to Modric, he plays it forward to James, hits Ronaldo now. We have to be bursting forward quicker than this as a team. Kroos, Modric, James, they're all playing around. Marcelo now, he should drive like he does usually. Modric forward to James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez pinging out a poor ball, and Machis easily cutting that out. That was really poor by James Rodriguez there. Machis forward, Batshuayi plays in Diop, huge chance, and it is 1-1, and it's shocking from James Rodriguez, absolutely shocking. This is the kind of performance that makes me worried about the Champions League. So we're going to at this point have to go to overload. We're going to have to close them down much more and get stuck in. Push a bit wider, mix up the passing. We're just going to have to absolutely go for it now. We're going to bring on Origi for James Rodriguez, and we're going to go with this kind of 4-2-4 here. Complete forward Origi, supporting Morata. Bale and Ronaldo as the inside forwards, and absolutely just pushing forward here. I'm going to aggressively tell them to actually push forward. We need to make sure we get a quick goal here and are just battering them at the end of the game, because it's now 7-7 shots, and if anything, they've looked the better side over the two legs. Correa now coming forward, plays it to Lopez. Kroos gets it forward to Morata quickly. Origi should be somewhere with him. Origi's inside, trying to get in a position for a cross, and that's the kind of thing that made me consider selling Morata for the 60 million to Arsenal. That was an absolute joke from Morata. So I think it's time to get desperate here. We're going to push Ronaldo up with him. He will play as the target man. Gareth Bale's going to come central in behind them. Attacking midfielder. Pump the ball into the box. Go route one. We're just going to have to play like that. There's not really much else we can do. We're just going to have to throw big long balls into the box and see if we can get anything, but it doesn't look like it. It's been an absolutely impotent performance from us here. We score a penalty after 5 minutes, we hit the post after 8 minutes, and then we do nothing for the rest of the game. It's as if this side didn't go on a 16 game winning streak in the league. It's as if we're not in good form. Really, really disappointing performance in the cup. And the problem here now is the cup has more correlation to the Champions League than the league does. Oof. And they hit the post. Ranocchia with a rebound. And we're lucky that fell to the big centre back there. 4-2 loss on aggregate. I mean, it's been a shocker. Marcelo's throw into Modric will pretty much be the last action. Modric's terrible ball into the box. And that's us out the cup. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Well guys, we're going to end the episode there. It's a really disappointing way to actually leave off. Really poor performance. Has to be better next time against Villarreal at home in the league, and then against Osasuna in the league. We'll certainly play those two games, and then we'll have Celta Vigo in the next one. But I hope you come back next time. I hope the team can prove to everyone, including myself, that they are up to the challenge of going through the season without these stupid hiccups reoccurring. So I hope you come back to see the league games, and I'll see you then.